Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Fintu and you're watching Friday First Cut series. I am Nidhi Manchanda, Certified Financial Planner and Head of Training Research and Development at Fintu. With economists sounding the alarm ahead of a likely recession in 2023, it's time to start thinking about how your finances will be affected by movements in global economy. Are you worried about recession? Well, the key to bulletproofing your finances is to create an emergency fund. In today's video, we'll be discussing everything about emergency fund, as in why you should have it, how much you should have it, where should you invest it, and some strategies and investment tips on that. So without any further delay, let's get started and understand why do you need an emergency fund. The idea of having an emergency fund is to have a low risk savings which are easily accessible in the time of crisis. So whenever there is an emergency situation that comes up, this fund should be a fund which is easily liquidable and you can actually liquidate it and use it for your emergency purposes. That is the main agenda for having an emergency fund. Also, it is really important to have this so that it doesn't hamper your long-term financial goals. So what usually happens if you are investing for a retirement goal or child's education goal, which is a long-term goal, but you do not have an emergency fund in place. So in case of any uncertainty or when one loses his job, then what happens is the investors will try to take money from those retirement fund or child education fund so that it will hamper the growth of that particular goal. Next important question comes is how big my emergency fund should be. So ideally 6 months of your expenses is what you should keep aside as an emergency fund. But again, it differs. If you're someone who has a lot of dependents on you, then you can have actually around some 8 to 10 months of expenses set aside. Or if you do not have many dependents, then you can stick to 6 months of your expenses. Another thing that you should note here is when we talk about expenses here, you should be considering your essential expenses, because in case there is an emergency situation or a person loses his job, then the person should not be doing any unwanted expenses or some luxury expenses like going out or movies or anything which can be avoided. So consider only essential expenses, and those essential expenses for 6 months should be replaced, and that much fund should be available to you as an emergency fund. Now, some of the people usually find it difficult to estimate their monthly expenses and thus calculating 6 months of their expenses. Now, in order to do this, one should be tracking their expenses on a month-to-month basis, and for that you can always track your expenses using a budgeting tool. And once you know that where your money is coming from and where it is going, it will be easier for you to track and also to understand that your money is going towards mandatory expenses or more towards wishful expenses which can actually be avoided or reduced to a certain extent. So once you are aware of your monthly expenses, the essential ones, then you can definitely calculate 6 months of your expenses and you will know that this is the amount that I should be having as an emergency fund. The last and the most important question is, where should I actually park my money which is meant for emergencies? Well, for this what you can do is you can invest your money into a fixed deposit, and currently because of rising interest rates, fixed deposits are offering higher interest rates as compared to earlier. So you can go for that. Specifically for people who are in lower tax bracket, your post-tax return would be decent. On the other hand, apart from fixed deposit or bank fixed deposit, you can also go for corporate fixed deposit, which comes with additional risk and also a little higher returns as well. Again, these will be liquid investments. Apart from your fixed deposit, some other options that you have is mutual funds. So you can invest into debt mutual fund category, and the two categories where you can park money for your emergencies is liquid mutual fund and ultra short duration fund. So these are the two funds where you can park your money. Also, please note that when you are parking your money for emergencies, the sole purpose is liquidity, which is whenever you need your money, you will get it immediately and the access is easily available. But your idea behind making this investment should not be to earn higher returns. That is not the main agenda for parking your money for emergencies. So to bulletproof your finances from a likely recession in 2023, make sure that your emergency fund is in place. I hope that you have got all the answers to your question related to emergency fund. In case of any further questions or queries, feel free to get in touch with our finance experts. And for more such videos, do subscribe to our channel.